Seems like my resolve best yours, doesn't it? Seems like my resolve best yours, doesn't it? Seems like my resolve. Dude, we couldn't kill him in time because of you! Hey, this is a series where you'll learn everything you need to know about the Roblox game ABizarreDay. From origin history to combos and matchups, we have everything here on this mini-series. Welcome to HTUC, otherwise known as How to Use and Counter. This stand won the poll on my Discord server for this HTUC video. This time we'll be going over TWAU, also known as the World Alternate Universe. This is a beginner's guide or a refresh guide to pros for how to use and counter the World Alternate Universe. You will not become a pro instantly after watching this. It takes practice. All info came from the ABD Wiki for combo inspiration, participating in 1v1s, spectating 1v1s, the ABD Discord, and the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fandom wiki. Also, please keep in mind, I am a samurai main. The stand is used by the stand user Diego Brando from an alternate universe, literally meaning an alternate version of Diego Brando, and is one of the antagonists in the Skill Ball Run arc. It first debuts in the 842nd chapter of the whole manga. In the manga, it is not called the World Alternate Universe, and is instead called The World, just in all capitalized letters. But for the sake of our friends that are used to calling it the World Alternate Universe, we will continue calling it that. The World Alternate Universe is a powerful short-range stand and can presumably eliminate enemies with one single punch, and can stop time for around 5 seconds, allowing him to do basically anything in that time period. However, the stand user Diego from another world prefers to try to set up traps to eliminate the protagonist, rather than attacking him directly. Obviously, we could cover much more, but you know, spoilers. If you want to find out more about the history of this stand, you should do some research yourself. To obtain the World Alternate Universe, you must use a stand arrow with a 4% chance of obtaining it. The World Alternate Universe also has a shiny version you can obtain by getting Neo the World Alternate Universe, which is a 1% chance from arrows. Stand arrows spawn every minute and will despawn on the map after 15 minutes. They will not despawn, however, if the arrow is already in your inventory. The stand has a ton of strengths and some weaknesses. Let's go over a few. Some of its strengths include high damage output, amazing projectiles, also gun bypasses block, lots of good and fast combos, bear trap, just bear trap, if you can manage to make them step in it though. Barrages are almost useless against this stand. Now some weaknesses would include kind of difficult to make opponents step in bear trap, not impossible but still difficult. It's somewhat difficult to get out of combos without stand jump. It struggles against stands that can quickly move around and has a lot of mobility like Shadow of the World and Made in Heaven, obviously depending on the skill of them. HP isn't great when you aren't blocking. The stand has quite a few combos that deal good damage. Most of the World Alternate Universe users prefer to not get into close range and try to get as much damage as done possible with projectiles. However, just because they spam projectiles doesn't mean this stand isn't good in close range. In fact, it's pretty much the exact opposite. I will go over one easy, medium, and hard combo. Keep in mind that you can modify these combos and you should not only use these combos. I would love to hear your combos in the comments section. Keep in mind that blocking makes these combos deal worse damage. A powerful and simple combo that deals good damage. This combo has relatively low cooldown and can be used many times during a 1v1. This is pretty much the bare minimum of a combo, but it's really reliable. The same combo as the last one, except we added 2 more moves for more damage. This combo can kill or almost kill stands with low durability and is relatively reliable. Also, if you are lucky, you might get a critical hit, where the gun bullet deals 60 damage and not 30 for some strange reason. The 60 damage from the gun doesn't actually have a name, I just decided to call it a critical hit because why not. This combo is hard difficulty because of the bear trap. This combo deals an incredible amount of damage because of bear trap. Also keep in mind that the T at the end of the combo is optional since it isn't very reliable, but T has a low cooldown, so why not go for it. King Crimson users usually walk into bear trap if you stand near it and they time erase then go for mighty finisher. I guess you can't see bear trap when time is erased or something. Now I'll go over some technicalities or some minor details you may not have known about the world alternate universe. Use H while being barraged to counterattack with a combo. If you're into trolling, set up a bunch of traps behind the entrance of a building, bait them in the building, and just watch them suffer. Someone climbing up a ladder on the building, just kick them off with H. In this 1v1 situation, we are facing a retro star platinum over heaven. They stand jump to me after realizing they don't want to be camped out by projectiles, and like the dummy I am, I set up a bear trap when they stand jump, so I can't use any moves while setting up the bear trap. I get hit by their barrage, but like I've said for the 5th time, I just use H and go for the counterattack. The stand is powerful and viable for PvP. It can be very difficult to beat skilled users that use this stand. Here are a few basic tips on countering it, which could help you do better against it. Block when necessary at close range. It will negate a ton of damage if you have a stand with good defense. Blocking projectiles also helps, just keep in mind that gun is not blockable. Stands with lots of mobility or speed are always helpful since you can approach quickly and combo. Comboing this stand is somewhat simple since it struggles to get out of combos. I will now go over a bad habit that many new users to the world alternate universe do when they first get the stand so that you don't make those same mistakes. This stand's projectiles are very good and strong, like really strong. But I have seen the world alternate universe users spam projectiles in any situation. Basically what I'm trying to say is please stop using projectiles when your opponent is right next to you. You're going to get comboed. I will now go over matchups against popular stands and standard 1v1 rules and see how they play out, meaning no time stop beatdowns, etc., and how to have a better chance at winning the matchups mentioned. This stand, as I always say, has one of the highest damage outputs in the game. Stand jump away during return to 0 if possible, otherwise you'll just have to block and take some damage. Avoid close range if possible since your projectiles are better than Gold Expanse Requiem's projectiles for the most part. In fact, you can camp and shoot projectiles the entire time if you want. When you do have to get into close range combat, I would recommend doing a combo since Gold Experience Requiem is not that great at recovering from combos. You have a good chance at winning against this stand, just play smart. I felt like there were a lot less The World Over Heaven players, but it turns out that there are still a lot of people using it in PvP, which is why I included it in this video. The stand has one projectile, which is its knife. You will overwhelm them in a projectile battle. Just keep in mind that their knives get stronger the weaker they are. Blocking during their H will negate a lot of damage. Avoid close combat when necessary as well. Your HP is not amazing when not blocking, and some of the moves on The World Over Heaven bypasses block. Play smart and do your best. You have a pretty good chance at winning this matchup. This spec is quite dangerous to you, mostly because it can quickly get to you and dodge all projectiles while getting to you. You can either stand jump or get into close combat when they dash or jump over to you. The choice is yours. Try to keep some distance from the spec since F from cars deals some major damage. This matchup is slightly disadvantageous for you, but if played correctly, you can do very well against this stand. If they barrage you and you have enough health, go for an H and combo from there. If not, just roll or stand jump away. Do your best because this spec can be quite frightening to you. Note, many of these matchups heavily depend on whether the world alternate universe is very experienced and skilled or not. They can also be false if the opponent knows what they're doing. Make sure to adapt to how your opponents play and choose your best options from there, such as how do they move, do they dash or roll frequently, what about counters and stand jumps. As I said before, this is a beginner's guide for how to use and counter the world alternate universe. To find out more, you should do research yourself and do 1v1s. The ABizarreDay community is usually nice enough to do 1v1s and help you in their Discord server about stand strategies. Be sure to give me suggestions in the comments or on my Discord server, more importantly, for the next how to use and counter. Have a nice day and goodbye.